I said it might be live, so don't say anything weird. Okay.
Well, what do I do? Just sit
YouTube
here?
is loading. YouTube's on. Say hi to YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Facebook is on. Hello, Facebook.
Hello, I am Tara from livingonadime.com, the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook. Today we are making, on page 365, oatmeal cookies. Now I want to make a announcement real quick. We have our Mother's Day sale starting today. Woo! Oh, go grab a menus. Our Dining on a Dime cookbook right here is 25% off.
Grab a menus?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And it is 25% off Dining on a Dime and a free Menus on a Dime cookbook. So you get two, or free menus on a dime. The Dining on a Dime has the recipes, and Menus on a Dime has the menus right here that goes with the recipes, and this is free. Okay, so make that a little announcement there for all of you who are joining us later.
Oh wait, we're doing a recipe?
Hello, friends.
Yes. So let's see.
Is it that delicious
My
cookie
keywords
recipe?
here. What are my keywords that I'm working with? Woo! So today we are showing you how to make chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. And this chocolate chip oatmeal cookie recipe is one of the best oatmeal cookie recipe that you can have. So if you want to make oatmeal chocolate chip cookies or just plain oatmeal cookies, please check out this recipe in Dining on a Dime cookbook on page 365 for our oatmeal cookies. Did I get all the keywords in?
All right, you silly girl. You silly, silly girl.
Did I
Right,
get all
Jack?
the keywords in?
Sure.
Hey, what are you doing,
Hi, everyone.
crazy guy?
Oops.
All right, so did I get all my keywords in?
Mike is half a bubble off today. All right.
Just today?
Well, today it's obvious.
Okay, so we are
Hi, Jack.
making cookies. Yeah. that's what we're
Sophie's
doing.
mom is here. Hi, all. Haven't made a live show in a while.
Whoa,
Glad you're here.
whoa. Okay, so I forgot like half the things I need. Hold on.
We're both half a bubble off today.
Speak for yourself.
All right. Haley, I got my cookbook yesterday. Yay. Oh, awesome. I'm glad.
Oh, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so got my mixer, which apparently somebody else used and didn't clean up. Oh, man. Mm-hmm.
You're the only other one that actually cooks stuff.
All right.
Everyone else is just like, eh.
Okay. Brother. Oh, well, that's why I have an apron.
I love that color on you, dear.
Thank you. This is my $3 shirt from the Ark.
Ooh, it looks
$2 something dollars, I don't know.
It looks a little more kind of greenish in real life than it does on the camera.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I was just noticing it looks like blue on the camera.
Okay. Well, hey Jack, take my cell phone and go take a picture of the tent out back, please. All right, so here we go. So this is our oatmeal cookie. Dining on a Dime
Oh,
cookbook
you can't
page.
see that.
Oh,
That's,
Dining on a Dime cookbook
that's too low.
page. Dining on
There
a
you
Dime
go.
cookbook page 365, which is on sale for Mother's Day, 25% off, and you get a free menus for those of us just joining us.
And
And the code is what?
It's Mother's Day, all one word.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know what I'm doing, I'm measuring the shortening.
And I just shared the link too.
Shortening makes cookies fluffier. So if you like a soft, fluffy cookie, use shortening. Yes, if you want to use butter or margarine, you are more than welcome to do that. It will not turn out the same though. They will be crispy and not fluffy.
I was curious if we used that vegetable butter that I got, what it would do.
It would probably be about the same as short. Well, I don't know if it would because shortening's palm and that's not palm. Okay. And then get that all in there. Okay, so now why am I putting the shortening in water? Because if you put it, if I need 3/4 of a cup of shortening and I put 1 cup of water in there, then the water rises to 2 1/4 cups, and then I have the right amount, and I don't have to keep smushing it all in there. Okay, so now I have my shortening, and I have my, oh dear, I measured wrong, I think. Ah, oh dear. Okay, I measured wrong, so we'll just put 1/2 a cup of granulated sugar in there. Okay, today is not going very well. And now we're putting in 1 cup of brown sugar. I misread my recipe.
Do you want me to come be your assistant and you just say what to put in and I'll do it?
That's scary.
You want me to say what to put in and you do it?
Okay, so I have them in here. What's the matter?
Yeah, it's still up. It was buffering for a minute there.
Okay.
Oh, the frame's
So,
out now.
now, how I make my cookies is I put in the salt and baking soda after I've creamed everything. And I beat that in for just a bit, just to get it all mixed in so it doesn't get clumpy. And then I add my flour, okay? Now, here's one thing, guys, that people do a lot of. And with our recipes in Dining Iodine Cookbook, we have simplified the recipes for you, because a lot of recipes, they'll say mix all the dry ingredients in one bowl, mix all the wet ingredients in another bowl. And it's like, why? Why? You don't need to go to all that mess to do all that. And so we have rewritten the recipes to make them easier. And our recipes come from the original grandmothers who were working on the farm, and they did not use 15 or 20 bowls to make their recipes. That just, you wouldn't do that because you didn't have time to wash dishes. So you would make everything in one pot as much as possible. So everyone asks if our recipes are simple, and the majority of them are. There's really only a couple that have
There's
more
a few
than...
gourmet recipes in there.
Huh?
There's a few gourmet recipes in there. Like
Yeah.
Dave's cheeseburger rolls,
Like-
but even those aren't that.
No, And I would say probably the hardest recipe we have in there is our Italian cream cake, which Big Family Homestead is going to be making. We're going to be doing a cook-off on April 11th, guys, with them. They are going live at 1:30 Central Time and making our Italian cream cake here in Dining on a Dime. We are going to go live at 4:30 Mountain Time, April 11th, and we are going to make their carrot cake. And then we're both going to give away a book to one person on each of our channels who is subscribed. You have to be subscribed. Then we're going to have you guys vote and see which recipe you like the best. Now, last night, Big Family said that everyone should just vote for them, whether my recipe was better or not. How do you feel about that, dear?
Wait, to everybody vote?
For them.
What?
I know. And I'm like, wait a minute here. What do you mean?
Maybe everyone should just vote for us, whether
So I think everyone should just vote for us.
whether ours is terrible or
They
not.
wanted you to ask people to vote for them, but without.
See, they think everybody's going to vote for them because their recipes are just perfect. But see, we know the truth, right?
Ours are better.
Ours are better.
Uh-oh, we're going to start a war.
So we're going to have a cook-off, guys, on April 11th.
That should be fun.
And
We've had
It's
fun
all
with
fun
Brad
and
and
games,
Krista
but-
before.
both of those cakes are probably the most complicated recipe in both of our cookbooks. I can't remember for sure on theirs. I've looked at it, but I went to go find it, and Mike must have put it on the hard drive when
what?
I transferred computers. Okay, so we're going to take these and put them in the oven now for 15 minutes, okay?
Oh, did you not use the... Jesse is asking, why are you not using your plastic mat? The baking mat?
Because it looks really bad. I knew somebody would say something, so it's all cut up and all stained, and I really need to get a new one.
Uh-oh.
But I just haven't been into town to Big Bath and Beyond, and because it's cheaper to get it there with the 20% off coupon than Amazon. So I need to just go and get one. Okay, so while that's going, I'm going to get dinner started here real quick. This is a really simple, easy, one-dish dinner that you can do. And usually, I also use potatoes, but I forgot I'm out of potatoes until after Mike was already on his way home. So we're not going to eat potatoes today.
Oh,
We're
yum.
probably just going to have some toast. Now toast, you know, people don't serve toast like they used to. I remember my grandmother, the one that just died last month, she would have toast at every single meal. She would toast up at least one piece per person.
Which grandma? T?
Grandma Cooper.
Oh, Grandma Cooper.
And she would have one for every meal. She had toast with every meal. And people don't just have toast as a filler anymore. And I don't know why, because
Same with bananas.
toast is,
Sorry, I'm talking.
it's really tasty.
Yes, it is.
And super, super simple to make. And so,
People take for granted how it actually tastes good.
yeah, people need to stop making such complicated meals.
I think people just think, they don't think of that as, a dinner food or something.
Yeah. Well, we've gotten so far away from regular, simple, easy cooking that I think you're right. It just doesn't come up for people to make it. So this is just a link of Polish sausage. It's $2.50.
Smells delish.
And then I have 3 bags of pre-chopped veggies. And then we'll have some toast, and that's going to be it. And people always say, well, it's not possible to have dinner for $1 a person. This is it, guys, right here. $2.50, $3.50, $4.50, $5.50, right there. And, and then the toast, so $6. So just slightly over $1 each.
No, that's not.
Oh, yum.
That's not over. That's like exactly $1 each because.
Well, yeah, exactly. If all 6 of us eat, it just depends on who's eating on what day. But yeah, if all 6 of us eat, it's $1.
Oh.
So
That's why people have to.
So we have a couple questions about the cookies. Shelly asked, my cookies always come out crispy. I want chewy cookies. What am I doing wrong?
are you using butter? If you're using butter, that's it right there. Yep. That would be...
Because butter or margarine makes them crispy.
Yep.
Shortening makes them fluffy.
So I would say that you're probably using butter, but if you're not, let me know and I can maybe see if I can. Okay, so see how easy this is? HelloFresh ain't got nothing on Dining on a Dime, let me tell you.
So Jesse says, I bought the mats because of you, and I love them, and I bought some for my mom. I sent myself a message that we should buy ourselves another one.
Yeah, no, I just need to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. I just haven't been, and I keep forgetting whenever I'm in town. Okay, so this is it. Throw it all in the pot. And you've got your veggies and your meat.
There were a couple questions on the cookies. When it asks for cocoa, do you mean baking cocoa powder or the unsweetened kind? The baking cocoa is the unsweetened kind, isn't it?
Yeah, baking cocoa that's unsweetened.
In the powder. Or it could actually be the bars too, right? Because they're unsweetened.
So, yeah, but the unsweetened bars, you have to make adjustments to your recipe for that. But yeah, so...
And Donna asked, was that quick cooking oatmeal or not? Yes, it was.
Yes.
And I'm also sharing the recipe on now and then, and it's in our show notes. If you go to livingonadime.com, you can click show notes. But if you have the cookbook, it's in both versions. The 20th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, the 20th anniversary. Do I have the page number? 20th anniversary. It's on page 365, and the classic. It's on page 279. Woo!
So there you go, guys. 10 minutes. I made dessert and dinner, and I'm done. And maybe 5 more minutes if I had to cut up potatoes. But I count cooking time in the kitchen because I have chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia. I don't count baking time, but if you want to, you can. But
Shannon asked, what kind of veggies are you using?
those are peppers and onions
And we get these
mixed.
packs that are frozen that way. They're like $1, right?
Yeah, they're $1 a pack. And
They're
guys,
already sliced
if you're
and everything.
yeah, they're already sliced and everything. So, Dining on a Dime cookbook, guys, 25% off, and you get a free menus on a dime for our Mother's Day special. Now, this is going on for 2 weeks. Just for all of you who send me emails, this is the first of the month. For those who say we don't do sales on the first of the month, guys, we do sales all different times, but we definitely hit the first of the month a lot of our sales. So, Dining on a Dime cookbook, 25% off with a free menus on a dime. You can see it is the menus right there using the recipes from dining. Okay?
So, butter flavored shortening is still shortening, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So that should
And you
work
can
into
use
it.
that. Yeah, I mean, it would add a great taste to it. So look at this beautiful bar of goat milk and oatmeal soap I made. Isn't that cool? I thought this one
Whoa,
was
those
a
are
failure.
thick bars.
I know, I thought this was a failure, and so I threw it in this silicone pan here for BJ, but it just turned a little bit darker because my goat milk was defrosted a little bit more. But here's the other bar that came out. Didn't that turn out good? These are our shampoo and soap and shampoo bars. This is our #1 seller, guys. This is our #1 seller. So, homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com. I'm taking a break, at least temporarily, possibly permanently.
Uh-oh.
All my soap and soap making supplies is 40% off. Okay?
So you're taking a break or just
So, I'm still going to be making some soap through April. And as I make it, I will list it on the site. I will tell you that the soap, well, everything is really going quick. I have way more micas than I do soap, but
Oh, I didn't share
everything's
that.
going
I
really
forgot.
quick.
I forgot about the
So-
soap sale.
And I'll cut the other one here as soon as I
Wait.
take the...
You did say the
Cookies
40% off thing?
Mhm.
Oh, I'll share that because I haven't been sharing that one. Sorry.
Um,
I didn't mention on the website anywhere about the free menus from dining with the book. I'm not sure where I should put that since it's a coupon code.
why didn't you do that?
Because with the coupon code, I don't have a sales page like we used to have.
Oh, well, find a place and throw it on.
Okay.
I don't know. All right, other questions?
Well, we're announcing it now. Yay. Can I use a different shipping address than bill to for sending gifts?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
And we really
Yeah.
focus on the shipping address.
Yeah,
As
we
the
look at
to
the
ship.
shipping address when we go to ship.
Brenda, hi guys, checking in on my way to church.
Hello,
Nice.
hello.
Lisa is asking soap kits also. Question: are they part of the sale? The kits.
Oh, I found a kit downstairs and I forgot. I have one soap making kit that was a leaking one left. And I'll put it on after the show that I found downstairs that I'll sell too.
Joanne says, Tara, you look amazing. Have you been dieting?
No, but well, yes, but I went on gabapentin to help with my nerve issues. They say a divorce helps better, but I couldn't do that. It's not biblical.
Thanks for advising me.
And I put on 3 pounds. I put on 5 pounds. I was pretty hacked since Saturday. So that really kind of ticked me off. But yeah, but thank you for noticing. I have been not eating hardly anything, but...
Oops, sorry. Karen, do you get those vegetables at your grocery store or at Walmart?
Grocery store, but Walmart has them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's our Kroger store, right?
Yeah.
Which is King Soopers here in Colorado.
Yeah, you can use Splenda if you want. In baking, the baking Splenda, you can use that if you're diabetic.
Yay. Jody says, I got my classic cookbooks in today. Thank you, bought for my great nieces. Yay.
Ah, thanks for ordering. Thanks.
Allison said, I made the maple glazed chicken tonight. The whole family loved it.
Yeah, that's our number one recipe.
She said, I served corn and bread and butter with it.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. We get so many comments on the maple glazed chicken.
Melinda, they probably only had one bowl to make stuff in back then. Yeah, they did. That's why they had easy recipes that tasted great, but that were simple to make because Grandma, when she was on the farm, didn't have the time or the energy. I mean, I'm sorry. Oh boy. Oh, do I say it or not? Oh no. Do I say it or do I not say it? Do I say it or do I not say it? I'm fighting with myself. Say it, Tara. Don't say it, Tara. Say it, Tara. Don't say it. Okay, I'm going to say it.
Everybody stand back. Tara's about to speak.
Working women complain about being tired and exhausted now. Let me tell you, you have no idea what tired and exhausted is. My great-grandmother, she would literally get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning, get up, cook 16, 17 loaves of bread that day for the harvesters. They would go all day and go until 8 or 9 o'clock at night when they literally dropped into bed. No washing machine, no dishwasher, no grocery store. They had to can their own food. They had to grow their own food and then can their own food. We have absolutely no idea how hard they really worked. I mean, we're spoiled. We really are. And so I think that's why the recipes from the Depression era and earlier are also good and simple, because they didn't waste time with cooking. They just couldn't. They had to cook every single meal, and they just didn't waste time doing things that, you know, having like 14 bowls to make one batch of cookies, like some of these recipes. I'm looking for recipes for our new cookbook that's going to be coming out around Thanksgiving, hopefully. And there's like 25 steps, and I'm like, people, this does not have to be this complicated. So, speaking of Grandma on the farm...
Sorry, we have a couple confusing questions. Can I ask that real quick?
Hold on.
Oops. Oh,
this picture right here is of my great-grandparents. You know where I'm always talking about the homestead and where they homesteaded? This right here, when I was back there at my grandma's funeral, is the barn that my great-grandparents built.
Yeah, you can see it.
And it's still standing right there. They had to go 70 miles.
When do you think they built that? About 1900?
No, it was like 1930 or 32, somewhere around there. I know they bought the property in 1929 for $1,600. And they had to haul wood. In southeastern Colorado, there are no trees. And I mean no trees. You have no idea what the plains are until you have been to southeastern Colorado. And they had to haul wood 70 miles one way with a wagon to build this barn. Can you imagine how many wagon loads they had to make to do the barn in the house? It was crazy. So anyway, that's what reminded me of, you know, working women now, moms now, we complain and we complain. I've been there too. But, you know, I have stories from my great-grandma and my grandma. We don't know what work is. We really don't. I'm sorry, but oh my goodness.
It's just amazing how far they would go for water.
Yeah, so for this same place, they had to go 2 miles to haul water because there was no water. And they had to go 2 miles until they could get a well dug, afford to have a well dug. And they would haul it by wagon in great big barrels, 2 miles.
Jackie wants to know, will you have the barn print for sale at your Living on a Dime store?
Oh, I hadn't even thought of it.
You
So,
should have had the photographer go over and...
okay, these aren't quite done yet because I made them extra big.
Wow, a lot of people, Jasmine and others are saying they love the stories.
So my cousin actually just happened to, I took a picture, but my cousin just happened to snap this picture, and then her phone just happened to change it to the black and white, and we were all like, oh, that is so cool. So I went to Walgreens and I spent $5 on the print, and then I got this frame at my new Big Lots store, which I'm loving. Oh, we have new Big Lots. I love Big Lots. I'll shop at Big Lots before I'll shop at Walmart. I love Big Lots. And so anyway, this is their original barn that my great-grandparents built in the early 1930s. Okay, questions.
Wow, Shelly says you're correct, Tara, and she had 11 to 12 children. Think about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this grandmother only had 2 children, but yeah, a lot of them did. A lot of them did. My great-grandma only had 2 children, but then my grandma had 4. So...
Janice, I'm not sure which thing is saying page not found for you. So, sorry. If you could clarify, then I'll take a look there real quick. Bonnie said, got my cookbook in today. It's for my 91-year-old mother-in-law as a gift. She still loves to cook.
Oh,
woohoo!
Cool. Thank you. That's so cool.
Deborah says, making your stir fry tonight. Did you know they make gluten-free soy sauce now?
Yes,
What?
they do, and I get it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Kara, speaking of cookies, what do you do if your dough is dry and doesn't scoop into balls? It crumbles apart.
Did you forget something? Did you forget like the egg or the water? And if so, I would just add like 1 egg, or I would add like 1/4 cup of water and just get it moistened up. And you could also press it into a 9x13 pan and make it into cookie bars.
Believe me, Tara, I appreciate all your advice. I like people who tell it like it is.
Aw, thanks.
So we had a lot of questions about the menu book. If you get the ebook, does it include it? I did not set it up that way. I'm not sure how.
We weren't thinking about, probably not. Probably not.
We
It'd
also
just
had-
be too complicated.
We also
Yeah.
had, if somebody bought the classic books on the last sale, do we have some sort of a discount for them just buying the
No.
menus? Okay.
No, No, we have to separate ourselves, guys. I'm sorry.
It's hard to do
And
the
we are
manual.
going to have some ebooks on sale, not Dining on a Dime, but we're going to have the rest of our ebooks. We're going to start putting an ebook on sale once a week for you guys, so you guys can get our ebooks too.
Christina, can you explain the shortening water trick, please?
Okay, so what you do is, hold on. Ooh. Hold on just a minute and I'll explain it. Okay, is that not cookie perfection?
Woo!
And Big Family thinks they're gonna win. Yeah.
Mike might have to try one of those.
I'm sure. Okay, so we're gonna let these cool for just a minute, Jack. They're too hot. I know. It's sad. It's sad in your heart. Let them cool for just a minute, and then we will do it. Okay. Okay, the shortening trick. So, see how I have 1.5 cups of water in here? I needed 3/4 cup of shortening. So I know that if I fill it up to here on my cup, that's 2¼ cups. So I did 1.5, and then I filled it up to here. When I put the shortening in, when the water rises and it gets to here, then it's 1 3/4. That way you're not trying to smash it down in there, and oil and water don't mix, so you don't have to worry about, you know, the water messing with the shortening measurement or anything like that. So the water just drips off as soon as you get it off. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so next question, dear. You said we had several.
Oh, sorry. I was just going through the list here. Okay, sorry. Sandra, do your kids ever cook anything from your cookbook? Ellie does, doesn't she? No.
They don't. You know what's... No, they don't. You know what's so frustrating? Ellie cooks, but she doesn't cook from... Is Ellie in here? Oh.
No, she is.
But she doesn't cook from the cookbook. And she is forever getting a recipe for this or that. And I'm always telling her, your mother knows this great cookbook that has the same recipe in there that's probably better. Oh, Mother. So then she makes it and it doesn't turn out, and I'm like, I didn't say I told you so. I didn't say I told you so. I don't say I told you so, but I'm thinking I told you so.
Well, what's funny is, I think with Ellie, there have been times where she made something and then she found out later we had the recipe for that. But I've seen, was it BJ that I saw cooking out of it?
Was he?
She does actually use our no bake fudge cookies recipe.
She does use the no bake fudge cookie
But that's the
recipe.
only one.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, what we ought to do is have her on the show, because I noticed when I was doing the shows while you were gone a couple of years ago, I realized there were a lot of recipes in there I didn't know were in there, because you usually cook them.
Yeah.
Can you read the ebooks on a Kindle? Yes, they're PDF ebooks. They're not Kindle books, but they work on a Kindle. You can Google like how to read a PDF on a Kindle. You put them in your documents folder. So yeah. How long is the Mother's Day sale going on?
2 weeks.
Okay. Can you use regular oatmeal instead of quick in any of your recipes that call for oats?
Well, okay, here's the thing. You can, but it comes out, the oatmeal's a little crunchy because I don't
get all the way cooked.
Yeah, it doesn't quite cook it all the way. I don't know if they pre-cook it or if they shred them thinner or what. I don't know how they do that with the quick oats, but for some reason the quick oats does cook quicker. So they must either make it thinner or something. I don't know. I need to look that up and see what the difference is, but
a lot of people talking about Big Lots. Did you say something about Big Lots?
Oh, yes. I've always loved Big Lots, but the Big Lots was clear on the other side of town, and so I would only go a couple of times a year. Well, now it's moved to our side of the town, the good part.
Wait, what?
And it's brand new, and they have all kinds of cool stuff. I almost did a video because I even went for the grand opening. I was so excited.
The one on Main, or?
Yep.
Oh.
And the even better part is April 8th. They're opening my favorite thrift store next door. And it's next to Dollar Tree and King Soopers, all in the same parking lot. So all I have to do is make one trip and hit them all. I'm excited.
I didn't hear it, but did you tell them? Did you say about the space in between them?
Well, and then there is 4 office buildings or 4 office spaces in between, and I said we should put the Living on a Dime headquarters there. Wouldn't that be perfect?
Oh, did you mention the $30 minimum on the soap order
It
sale?
is $30 minimum on the soap order sale, yes. And these are dairy free, guys.
There's not, that is not this case with the other,
No.
with the books. The
Only
bookstore.
with my soap store.
Ah, yum.
Jack!
Wait, those are dairy free?
Yep.
What about the chocolate chips?
Oh, well, not with the chocolate chips. I'm sorry. Never mind. Stop eating. I forgot the chocolate chips. The oatmeal cookie one is.
It's only a small number of them.
No.
I'm only
Get it
going
out
to eat
of
the
your
one.
mouth.
You said I would be the first one to eat it.
Sorry. It's still hot.
It's fluff, Fuji.
I told you it was hot. Is it
Yvonne
good?
wants to know why you don't. It's delicious. It's super delish.
This is.
Yvonne wants to know why don't you film yourself shopping at your favorite stores all in one day? It probably would kill you.
I should. Maybe I'll. Oh, this one's stuck. Shoot. I should do that. Yeah. That would be a good video, wouldn't it? Hitting all 3 at the same time. That would be a good video.
Sorry. Limi, can I get the bigger book still? We have the 20th anniversary editions. We still have the.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger than the classic ones we just had on sale. Those are the ones that are on sale now. The 20th anniversary ones.
Yeah.
So yes, that one is still available. Julie, thank you, Julie from Georgia.
Ah.
Thank you, Tara, for the reminder as to how easy we have it now. I did whine today about my job, and for very little reason compared to our ancestors. Actually, there are a lot of things that I'll find myself saying, and I'll think, oh.
Well, I mean, guys, we have cars, and we can just drive to the grocery store and get whatever food we want. And we don't have to worry about getting water.
That's not smoking, guys. It's steam.
Oh. What you don't see in this picture, and I did a video, but I think I'm going to do a voiceover. I did a video for my family of pictures from my grandparents' ranch. But what you don't see is the prairie is nothing. It is flat. No trees, nothing.
Well, even when they were they tried to farm things, they're just little sticks
Yeah.
in the dirt.
And there's probably 70 or 80 trees on my grandparents' ranch when they homesteaded it. My grandmother had to plant, my great-grandmother had to plant every single one of those and haul water 2 miles to keep them alive during the Dust Bowl. I mean, to think about it, it's just absolutely amazing. They really even lived through it. And so, anyway, yeah. So that picture's going to go up in our hallway there. Always wanted a picture of it. Finally got a really nice picture, and I'm super happy. And I got some boards from there that I'm going to make a table out of. So I'm super, super excited. So thank you, Tammy, my cousin, for shooting that picture. I appreciate it.
Karen, can you show me the oatmeal container? I get so confused when I go to get the correct oatmeal. Well, we got the Kroger brand, which is what's important is that it says quick. This says quick 1 minute. It'll say quick oats or 1 minute oats or quick 1 minute oats. Or doesn't it say something else sometimes? 5 minute oats sometimes.
Usually it says quick.
So it's
just
so that's
quick.
that's the what you're looking for on the package.
Yeah,
if it
the
says
quick 1 minute.
if it says old fashioned or something, then for baking it may not
Yeah.
bake enough before it's done.
Different?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean they had to make their own soap after they butchered the pig and rendered the fat. Then they had to strain the wood ashes and make soap over a wood fire. And I mean, it's just incredible. So,
sorry.
question. I bought a new house and my
My neighbors have their dog pen in my yard. I think I would probably just go. I would probably try to be as diplomatic as
Oh, my
possible
goodness.
and say, I just bought this and I realized that my property line is on the other side of your dog pen. So your dog pen's in our yard, and I was wondering if you would be willing to move it closer to your house.
No, just say, I would like to ask you, not if you're willing to move it.
Yeah.
Say,
I would like to ask you would be
I
better.
would like to ask you to move it, please, off of my yard.
Yeah, if you ask if you're willing, then they might say no.
Yeah, no. Don't ask if they're willing when you're dealing with stuff like that. You need to give a direct statement of what you want done, but in a nice way to start with.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so let's see. Tina wanted to know what soap you were cutting.
so this is the shea butter and goat milk with oatmeal shampoo and soap bar. This is my #1 seller right here. I am making soap through April, and yes, everything new. You will get the sale also on it. But I have to make it so that I can sell my micas for my videos. So you're just getting the good end of the deal.
Wait, you talking about soap?
Yeah.
Okay, let me fix that.
I sold probably 150 bars Monday and yesterday of soap. So I don't have a ton in stock right now, but as I get them done, I'll get them loaded up there for you. It is a $30 minimum though. I'm sorry guys, but I had to do that just for my sanity. So
Carmen said, great parents who let the children eat dessert before
I
supper.
Did you hear that, Dave?
Jack and Dave love to come in here and pick at whatever she's cooking, which is pretty funny. Yeah, people were worried because they thought that was smoke.
No, it's steam.
So the veggies are the frozen ones,
Yeah.
and so there was more moisture in them than if you cut your own from the produce department.
Yeah.
So that's what it was, steam. That's why I was seeing your comments and I looked back there, but I wasn't raising the alarm for that reason.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm looking to see something else because we've answered the questions already.
So I give you a cookie and then I tell you not to eat it. Well, that's because Mike's staying off dairy and I forgot there was chocolate chips in it.
Well, I've digressed from it slightly, but for 12 or 15 chocolate chips, probably not a big deal.
Yes, Sarah. Hey, Sarah, I haven't seen you on here forever, but I don't look at the comments. Good to see you again. Diane Dime Cookbook. The recipe's in here. I think it was page 360.
365 in the 20th anniversary and 279 in the classic.
There you go. And it's 25% off with the free menus on a dime if you order for Mother's Day the next 2 weeks. And by the way, guys, let me just say something here. Okay, don't say anything until I'm finished, because I know you're going to say something. Don't say anything.
Oops. Oh! I said something.
Okay, when you guys hit priority shipping, I just want you to know that priority shipping does not mean priority handling. Okay? You are paying for the post office to get it there quicker. You are not paying for us to get it there quicker. Okay? Just so you know, we don't get extra. That all is the post office. So, priority shipping does not mean priority handling. It means that we ship our books in the order that they're received, and then once we get them packed up, then the post office does priority shipping. We have people email us all the time, well, I ordered priority shipping. Why hasn't this shipped yet? Well,
We can't pack 500
we can't
bucks in
pack.
one day.
We can't pack. We can only pack so fast, and to be fair to everyone, we go in the order that the books are received. Now, having said that, we do try to get things out in a timely manner. So, if you order a book, we usually don't take more than 2, 3, 4 days at the tops during a really big, heavy sale.
4 days if it's like brand new book.
Yeah,
huge
4
clearance
days. 4 days if it's a really big major sale like we had last week and like we're having this week. But usually they will ship in 2 or 3 days, just so you guys know. Priority shipping does not mean priority handling, but we do try to get it out as quick as possible.
Emma, with a $30 minimum on soap, do we still get the $40 off,
Yes.
or 40% off? Sorry.
Yes,
If
and-
so, what's the code?
40% sale.
And I just
Yep.
shared that code. It's also on the. If you go to the link, or if you go to homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com, it's also she has it on the page, so you
Yeah,
can see.
I have it on the
there.
front page too.
So if you don't know what the code is, Christina, I got my book super fast. Thank you, Mike. Thanks.
Yay!
I actually don't mind the shipping, but at the last sale, right at the end, I was thinking, holy moly, this is a lot of books.
Do you understand why your wife said I'm not shipping anymore?
Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Jennifer said, I'm saying something.
By the way, Jennifer, Mom told me that you offered to help ship my soap stuff, and if I am not able to do it, I will give you a call. I was gonna Facebook message you and I forgot. So thank you. That is so kind of you to offer. And if I need it and I can't keep up, I will let you know. I will say it has kind of taken a toll on me, but I want to get all my soap and soap making supplies gone if I can. And then I want to start fresh. If I decide to come back in the fall, I want to start fresh. I'm not sure I'm going to. My headaches are getting worse and they're kind of shooting and they're like really bad. And so as soon as I can get this stuff gone will be great. And then I'll get to the doctor and see if, yeah, what's the issue.
So BJ said the $30, does that mean just for the soap, or will it include other products too? Probably one of our most favorite books to recommend to
Yep.
people if you struggle with.
Thanks, Julie, for ordering. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
If you struggle with people that
Take advantage
take
of
advantage of you, that's an
And-
awesome book.
you. Just a second, let me stir this.
See, I do cook sometimes, mostly when Tara's not here. Although my favorite is probably the cheese enchiladas, but I can't eat them right now. I'm kind of testing not eating a lot of dairy, so.
And I want to say something on the boundaries thing. Back to that for just a second. No more cookies. We're gonna eat dinner. Okay. Then maybe we shouldn't have any at all.
Just kidding.
How many hugs do I get for being sassy? Back to the boundaries thing. I saw stop. I saw a thing the other day, and it was on a totally unrelated website, but it said the people who have a problem with you having boundaries are the ones who are
They need you to have them the most.
running over you. Yeah, they're the ones. If someone has a problem with you setting boundaries, they're the people that need them set with. So if someone's upset with you, then that's a good sign because that means you're doing the right thing.
Sophie's mom, can everyone give a good thought for me? I'm supposed to hear back about a new job tomorrow. I'm really hoping I get it.
Ooh,
Thanks.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Yay. Denise, Dave is getting so tall. Yeah, I think he's 6 foot tall now. I think he's going to go taller than BJ.
Well, he's
So-
taller than me now if he's in his bare
Yeah.
feet and I'm wearing boots.
Bandana Grandma, we had neighbors with a confused property lines. One finally had its survey and cut the other neighbor's driveway in half and reclaimed their yard. Wrong neighbor was shocked to learn the true line. Ooh, yeah.
See, those can be problems because if somebody, like in Colorado, if somebody else's driveway has been on your property for more than, I think, 7 years,
Yeah, they have a...
then they
easement.
have an easement, which means you have to let them use that
Yeah.
at that location.
Deborah, Tara, I live in a tiny town. Do you have any ideas where I can get goat milk? Ask around. Really, word of mouth. I ask everybody when I'm looking for stuff. I ask the cashier at the grocery store. I ask the post office person. I ask everybody at church. Put a list on Craigslist. Put a listing on Facebook. All of it, and just say, I'm looking for goat's milk. Do you guys happen to know where I could get any? Do you know anybody who has goats? I want some goat's milk. That kind of thing. That's how I do it when I'm looking for something.
Somebody was saying they're getting page not found, but I'm not sure which page you're looking for. So if you let me know, I will go check. So far, I have not found any problems. Oh, she said, I wonder if the mistake is Safari. It could be the browser, but
Yeah.
I want some of those cookies. Yes. I would like
Laura
more, but I
says kisses to you, Jack.
Oh, Janet says I buy powdered goat's milk and they sell it at major grocery stores.
Yeah, so I do. Okay, so I have 5 gallons of liquid goat milk that I'm making this out of. But I will tell you, I think I prefer the powdered for my soap making. So once I'm done with this 4 gallons that I have left, I'm just going to use the powdered for goat making from now on. I don't know. I've made about 10 batches with the liquid, and I just don't like, it's just too persnickety. And you'll see my videos, how to make soap on a dime on YouTube is my soap making videos. I'm putting some new videos out, and you'll see why I don't like the goat milk as well. But
so I think it's Gun from Norway says, I've seen your YouTube channel and I'm loving it. Thank you very much. We have a lot of friends in Norway. That's pretty awesome. We're glad you're here. Let's see. Yeah, Denise was saying it looks like he suddenly had a growth spurt. Jennifer says obviously she needs to buy a goat.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Or maybe the other lady.
That could be. Oh, the other lady. Oh, yes. Well,
I think I need to buy a goat though.
When I think small town, I assume that means there's rural areas around. There are rural areas around you, and that makes it easier to find somebody like that.
Yeah. Kim, thank you for offering such a great sale on micas. I placed a large order from you and will not need micas for my soap for a while. Thank you, Kim. I packed your order today. And I was like, whoa. So thank you. And I will tell you guys, if you want soap mica, you are not going to find a better price anywhere. You are not going to find a better price anywhere. I am making like pennies on each bag of mica. And yeah, I'm not even sure I'm making pennies now, but it's marked down really to where I'm not even hardly getting anything, but I just want to clear out everything in case in the fall, if I decide not to come back, then I won't have a bunch of stock.
Oh, I see what's happening on so the word use after so on the homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com is the website, but when I pasted the thing in, the word use for use coupon code is attached to the link, so it's adding that to the link. So oops, where is that? So if you get that, you can just take the word use off in the description, but I'll repaste it.
Go to homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com. homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com. And this soap that I cut earlier, the shea butter goat milk oatmeal, this is my #1 seller. People with eczema and psoriasis. I had one lady order 10 bars today. I think she freaked out because I'm not going to be making any for a while. And my son and brother, who both have skin issues, use this, and so it's great. Yeah.
So I just on the last link tried that. I put a space before use, and now the link works. So if you get one that doesn't work, you can either take off the word use in the address bar, or you can click the next one I put.
Jane, does powdered milk cost significantly more than fresh milk for you? I thought dried milk was significantly less than fresh milk. I was shocked.
It used to be.
It used to be, but it's not. Let's see. Are you talking about goat milk or just powdered milk, like regular cow's milk? No. So milk is one of those things where it goes through cycles, and it'll be really, really cheap, and then it'll be expensive, and then it'll be really cheap and expensive. I keep powdered milk on hand for my emergency food supply, and so I'm using it up right now just so I can rotate. But a lot of times it's not necessarily cheaper like it used to be.
Roby wants to know, or is asking, make some gun soap again, please.
Yeah, okay, so here's what I have planned, just so you guys know. I'm going to make some more lavender luxury. I'm going to make a gun, and then I have some unicorns that I found, some rubber ducky unicorns. And some trolls, and I'm going to make those. And then I'm going to make some spearmint eucalyptus. And I'm not sure what else I'm going to make. But this is the lowest price I've ever had, guys. And so they're going as quick as possible. Really, really fast, and I'm sorry. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on all the new soaps that I'm making, I'm going to hold off and not list anything else until April 15th. Then on April 15th, oh man, I will list, sorry, the trees are blooming and my allergies are going nuts. On April 15th, I'll list everything, and it will be 40% off. And then you guys can order, and I'll send out a notice on our newsletter and stuff. Everybody said you're looking handsome and so tall.
So Teresa asked, is the price of soap per bar or per pound on the website? It's per bar.
Per bar, yeah.
And Cherry was like, you gonna do soap online?
Probably not. No.
I think
No, probably not. I think I'm stopping everything till the fall
on the soap.
on the soap. I'm still doing videos until the 1st of May. And then I'm going to take a break and reassess. See if I can figure out if I can start feeling better with this headaches and stuff. I'm just doing way too much, and I need to just slow down. So let's talk camping for just a minute. We need to go, but we need to talk camping for just a minute. Does anybody know where you can get a cheap one-man tent? Ellie wants to go camping, but we weren't sure the best place to buy a tent. I think we should go camping this summer. I think I should go 2 weeks by myself.
Just 2?
Well, that's all they allow you to do in the national forest. The thing is if I get mauled by a mountain lion or something, how are you going to know? I guess they'll find the car. Somebody will find the car eventually, and they would call you.
You need to take advice from that guy that took care of that one that was attacking him.
Oh, yeah, strangle it.
We had one attack somebody in a town north of us, and the guy ended up strangling it to get it to not kill him, which was pretty amazing because it's really strong.
It was a baby, though.
Well, that's true,
It
but
was a
still,
baby,
it was really
but
strong.
Yeah. So I want to go camping for 2 weeks by myself. The problem with camping is I won't know, because see, I think I have a problem with electricity. Mike thinks I'm off my rocker, but I think I have a, yes you do. I think I have a problem with electricity.
I think it's the noise of the hum of the electricity.
It might be.
I don't think it's electricity zapping your brain through the air.
I have a problem somehow with electricity, I think. But the problem is if I go without the family, I won't know, is it the electricity that's the problem, or is it the family that's the problem? So I won't know that. So here's what I think we need to do. I need to go 2 weeks by myself, camping, and then we need to have the family for 2 weeks to go camping. And then we'll see if it's the family or if it's the electricity. What do you think about that? But we have our tent. Dave, where's my phone? Jack, where'd you put my phone?
We should send you to some really quiet, desolate place. Actually, I think did I tell you that one of my friends went to a monastery for like 10 days?
Give me my phone.
He said there was nothing that made any noise at all, including light bulbs that made noise.
Remember Cottonwood?
Well, then you should come with us hiking up to Bierstadt Lake.
So see this, guys? So Ellie was trying, we have a 12-man tent that I got at a garage sale.
12 people, that's a lot.
Yeah, 12-person tent, I think. But there was no instructions. So we have it all laying in the backyard right now.
Well, I think we're
trying
missing
to figure out if we can get it together. Get it together, people. And so it's all laying in the backyard, but it's supposed to rain in the next day or two. So I told Mike after the show we need to see if we can figure out if we can put it together. But I want to go camping and see if I don't know. I think we should go camping every 2 weeks for 2 weeks this summer.
Except whenever we go camping, you say, "Oh, the men just like the camping because we have to put it all together."
That's true.
Now you're wanting to go.
That's true.
See, when I go camping, or when I used to go camping before I knew you, I would spend about an hour just randomly throwing things in the car.
Yeah, because he's
And
not
it
going
works.
with kids.
Well, yeah, that's true. It would be difficult with kids. Although at least we don't have little kids little kids are nice, but I mean, it would be much harder to camp.
Yeah, Kathy, your family has helped my husband and I change our mindset. We are paying off the car this month.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Credit card
Yay,
will
Kathy.
be. And what are we down to, dear, on our mortgage?
22.
Woo! 22,000 we have left on our mortgage. Woo! We're getting there, guys.
I wanted to pay off more because we had been saving some when we weren't sure, but our taxes were a lot this month. I mean, we had multiple kinds of taxes we had to pay because of the business.
A lot.
So.
Yes, I've tried ashwagandha. Actually, I'm taking it right now.
Ooh.
So.
Lucas says, "Come to Telluride." Yes. I hope I said that right.
Telluride. Yeah.
That would.
Why?
I assuming she means camping or getting away.
Huh.
No? Sorry, Kara, can she borrow a tent from someone? I have like 4 and I only take one when we go camping. I don't know. You know, the reason why I used to go camping with the kids, well, we went camping with some other family, but the last time, I think 1 or 2 of the kids and I went, and our tent leaked and it rained for days and days, and finally we're like, yeah, let's just
That's
go
the
back.
problem. We only have a tent, and we're not even sure if you saw the picture, if we can put it together. So,
Rent a cabin at the KOA. We did that, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That was a good experience. And it was a place that was kind of in a really remote area, but the KOA itself wasn't remote.
Yeah. Well, a camper would be great, but we can't. Well, I shouldn't say we can't afford one. We don't want to spend the money on an RV right now, and we don't have a place to park a pop-up camper. So
we should find somebody that has one that they don't use very much and offer to pay them something to use it.
I know.
It saves
I'm
them
just
the
afraid
cost.
if we borrow something like that, then we're gonna break it, and then it's gonna cost us more and all of that, and I don't know.
Matey May, I have issues with Wi-Fi. I get headaches and get really dizzy.
I had thought about turning off the Wi-Fi and seeing if that does something for me, but don't go deep in the Colorado mountains, Bigfoot. Yeah.
Oh, but see, then you probably wouldn't have any battery on your phone, though. I was gonna say she could get video of it if we could.
Yeah. Oh, now see, Music Mad, I could go camping without a toilet, and I'll just squat in the woods. I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. I am. I would take my water filter and do that. As a matter of fact, I thought about going up this week and seeing if one of our camping spots, if the snow has melted, but it's an hour-and-a-half drive northwest of Fort Collins. So, Angie, thanks so much for the Bible. It arrived today. Oh, yay! I'm so glad.
We do have actual water filters that are supposed to last for like millions of gallons. And
yeah, I have one.
Well, it's funny because on the power Wi-Fi or whatever, I think it's interesting. I know there's something, although in my mind, I think for me, it's a sound that's just out of our hearing range. Because if all the power goes out, like when we have an ice storm and the power all goes out completely, the whole house kind of stops vibrating.
Yeah.
And I think it's the sounds of I think the power actually makes a sound.
Mm-hmm.
And things like, of course, the fridge is pretty obvious, but other things that are less obvious, I think that just puts a lot of pressure on your body.
Then do we go off grid? And then if our business is online,
we just turn it on, we go online, and then we stop.
Yum.
Dinner time.
Yum. All right. Where are we at?
I used to have a small, well, I mean, I guess that the tent that failed was one that I'd had for probably 25 years.
Bandana grandma, and if it's the family. That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Well, if it's the family...
I don't know. When your kids all left home, well, you still have your husband at home.
We should build you a little tiny hut in the forest up in... Actually, man, there's a cabin that we love up in the national park, and I wish we could persuade someone to let us camp in there.
Yeah. Ditching the grind. Tara, do not camp by yourself in the national park. Hey, take Mike with you. It's not safe alone. Do you see all the folks who go alone and never come back? Yeah,
you know what's funny is
know.
I've gone backcountry camping and stuff, but I always prefer to have at least one other person there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Shelly says hardwire and turn it off the rest of the day. We can actually, we can run the internet to you without it being Wi-Fi and unplug the router.
Huh.
But to be even better, we could just turn it all off
Crystal-
while you're home alone.
I looked into renting an RV, and it's like $300 a night. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
Actually, we were thinking about wanting to do that. But yeah, the price is really high. Take Sam Squatch with you.
Yeah.
Yes, Bandana. Then we'd have our own Bigfoot with us.
There you go.
And is he on here to hear it? I don't know. We'll
I
have to
don't
tell
know.
him to have to search through here.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at the chat, but not very thoroughly.
All right, check
Exchange
Facebook.
cooking and handmade soap for the use of an RV.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I think there are things like that some people would. Because I think there are a lot of people that have bought campers that are they don't use them as much as they thought they would, but they're still paying. And if we were willing to pay something that was less than $300 a night, what am I checking? Oh, Facebook. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong place.
Have you ever done a tour of your home and then our thrift store? No, we need to do a tour of the
We
house.
started to do a tour one time.
We
Did we
started,
not finish it?
but the views were so low on it that we stopped.
A lot of people were asking for it, but Darlene paid off her place today.
Oh, Darlene! Woohoo! Good
We're very
job.
excited for you.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
We should have her come when we get together with Heidi to burn our mortgages.
We're in a competition with my assistant Heidi to see who can pay off their house first.
Yes, that is awesome,
Yay!
Darlene.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yay.
Good job! Good job!
Actually, I have to say, after getting all pumped up about paying off the mortgage, we weren't going to pay it off right this minute, but I was a little disappointed when I realized, wow, we had to pay our regular income taxes, and we had to pay advance taxes for the business, and we had to pay quarterly
Last
taxes
year's
for the business.
taxes, yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, I can't pay as much as I thought I could right now.
Yeah.
But it still happened. But it's just funny because, you get yourself psyched into something and then...
All right, guys, don't forget to check out our Dining on a Dime Mother's Day sale, 25% off with the free menus on a dime. Don't add this to your cart. Don't add it to the cart. We'll just throw it in there. Dining on a Dime cookbook, 25% off, free menus on a dime. This is
And
the
for
menus
the print book only.
for the print book only.
And the sale is for the print book only, sadly. But
Yeah, sale is for the print book only. We're going to have ebook sales later. Please like, subscribe, and share. Give us a great big thumbs up. That really helps us on YouTube. And comment in the description below and tell us what is your favorite recipe on our website or Dining on a Dime. And we will do a drawing on Monday. I slipped that one in there for all of you guys who stayed this long.
Wait, what?
So
missed
Monday
it.
we'll do a drawing. So let me know which recipe on our website or in Dining on a Dime is your favorite. And we'll pick one person and give them a free book on us on Monday. So thank you guys for staying with us, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry.
Good night. Yes, good night, everyone.
I have to get back on
Do-do-do-do.
track.
Oh, thank you, Ditching the Grind. Mike's going to talk to the very end.
Yes, you are.
Continue talking. Hang on, sorry. I forgot I have to restart.
Yeah, I do. I am concerned about people in the family wanting to go alone for camping and things, Ditching the Grind.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. I did like having a pop-up.